You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Meal prep, all done, which means it's Sunday, which means I'm coming at you with a fitness topic that is very important, as they all are, aren't they? Today's topic, I want to talk to you about raw, real, the truth, about fitness taking over your life or fitness enhancing your life. You see, 99% of people, they got it backwards. You've got people on one hand that take their fitness very seriously. In fact, too seriously. And yes, it's obviously an issue and it's a reality. For example, you got people whose financial health is in terrible shape. Their social lives aren't the greatest. They're not exactly happy. And their lifestyle isn't the greatest, but they focus on competing, getting in the best shape they possibly can, and that is their life. They're optimizing their life around looking and performing as good as possible in the gym. Now, obviously, if you want to be a professional bodybuilder, a professional physique athlete, and you want to win the title, the Mr. or Mrs. Olympia or whatever, it makes total sense that you do that, because that's the same as, Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant and these insanely high-level athletes that want to be the best in the world, or the best possible entrepreneurs in the world, the Mr. Olympias of the world. They're dedicating their entire lives to that. That's fine. But there's a lot of people who their entire life is consumed by fitness. And that's an issue. How do I know this? Because I used to be there as well. You'll notice throughout my career, which has been about 11 years, career I call it, like my fitness journey, okay? I've made pretty much every mistake in the book. So this is one of them. Now, I used to prep my meals, okay? When I started getting real serious about my nutrition, I started prepping my meals. I would prep them like every day, that kind of stuff, right? I started making a huge mistake. And I don't regret making the mistake by any means. I learned, and it also helped me with discipline, okay? It made me really see how disciplined I was, which is fine. But I'm telling you right now, it's not necessary, it's not worth it. I used to bring Tupperware to family events. That includes Christmas, that includes Thanksgiving, okay? That includes birthday parties. I wouldn't have birthday cake on my own birthday sometimes. I'm not kidding. Now, obviously, a lot of you listening might be thinking, yeah, that's just sick in the head. Why would you do that? That's no fun. And you're exactly right. Now, obviously, there's a dichotomy here, because on the one hand, I wanted to achieve my goal as quickly as possible, and I didn't care what I had to sacrifice to do it. And so I sacrificed pretty much everything. On the other hand, you want to enjoy life. You want to have a good time. You aren't sure if you can do both. And I'm here to tell you that you can. However, there's always going to be sacrifice on one end or the other. So sure, if you sacrifice all of your outings, your social life, all that stuff, then you will achieve your goal probably a little bit faster. But is that extra 1 or 2% speed of you attaining that goal really worth the ultimate sacrifice of things that will make your overall quality of life better, your overall happiness better? In most cases, the answer is no, unless again, you're trying to be a top level athlete, a top level bodybuilder. Go for it. Give it everything you got. On that end of the spectrum, it's extreme, and a lot of people are under the impression, when I tell you about tracking calories, when I tell you about meal prepping, when I tell you about tracking your workouts and just being diligent with your fitness, it does not mean by any means that fitness should take over your life and that becomes the primary purpose of your life. What kind of a purpose is that? The purpose of life is not to be healthy. Being healthy helps you achieve your purpose in life. Happiness, whatever your specific purpose goals are. Fitness is a massive tool, a necessary tool to achieve it. Because as I always say, if you're out of shape, okay, and you're thinking, no, it's not a big deal, I want to focus all my energy on this and not focus on your health, well, guess what? If you have a heart attack right now and you got to go to the hospital, guess how much your business or your whatever else you had going on is going to matter to you? It's not going to matter at all, because your health is vital, obviously. You're not going to work much if you're dead. You're not going to achieve no goals if you're dead. Okay, at least as far as I know. So with that said, when I'm telling you the tactics that get you from point A to point B the quickest in terms of fitness, I also mention enjoyable. Okay, the little slogan I said at the beginning is, I drop weekly fitness content on this channel to help you get to your goals faster and more enjoyably. So fitness content on this channel to help you get to those goals faster and more enjoyably. Drop weekly fitness content on this channel to help you get to those goals faster and more enjoyably. So getting you to your goals faster and more enjoyably, because they go hand in hand. The most optimal diet, aka what I was doing before, where I was bringing the Tupperware everywhere with me, I was missing out on the events. That might have been the most optimal thing I could have done for my body. I was probably healing the fastest, I was probably growing the fastest, but it wasn't optimal in the context of living a better life. Ultimately, I wasn't gonna stick to it if that continued. And I obviously had mental issues because I started neglecting the mental aspect of having and including all those other things that are important in your life. You know, if I give that up, it takes a toll on your mental health, which is a huge part, a vital component to expressing and being able to reach your goals physically. Why am I saying all this? Because people are still under the impression that it's either or with fitness. It's either you're in shape or you have a life. Either you track your calories and you get lean and ripped, or you don't track your calories and you get fat and you are hopeless. This isn't the case. It's never black and white, as I've said multiple times in these videos. But this is just a reminder to understand that you can do both. Not only can you do both, but it is intended for you to do both. Fitness is a vehicle, or fitness is something that helps you achieve where you want to go. We live this life through the body that we have. We are not the body. We don't want to get too spiritual here, okay? I'd love to talk about that stuff, maybe on a different channel, maybe in the future, who knows? But the point is, we are not this body. We live through the body. And it's like a car. When you drive the car, it's taking you somewhere, but you are not the car. You're driving it, you're conducting it. This body, it is not ours. It will fade away someday, but we control it. We use it to acquire, achieve, do, live the way we want to. So with that said, why wouldn't you take care of it? To make it last longer, to make it go faster, to make it healthier. That's the purpose of this. So when I tell you to track your calories, when I tell you to track your workouts, it's because these things should not interfere with your life. They should only enhance it. Tracking calories is something that takes 2 minutes of your day maximum. Now, if you're making an excuse for 2 minutes of your day to indulge in a tool or a methodology that could transform your life and fix this vessel or improve this vessel forever, well then you're probably not going to achieve the purpose or the goal you have set out for yourself in the first place. You probably don't have a purpose or goal set out for yourself in the first place. But for those that do, okay, understand, though I've made all the mistakes in the book, like I mentioned before, in my fitness career, I've also learned a lot, and I've made a lot of good decisions. I've found the right way along the way. Though it takes longer and was probably a lot harder for myself than many others, because they had others to learn from, whereas I ended up being the guinea pig. Luckily, I started very young, 14 years old. The internet wasn't exactly what it was now, okay, 10, 11 years ago, right? But I found the way. And the reason I make this channel, the reason I make these videos is to help you improve your health, improve your fitness, because that will improve your life. My life does not revolve around fitness. I take 2 hours, 1 day a week to make all these meals, so I don't have to think about it anymore, so I can focus on everything else. You see, this saves me time, it saves me money, and it keeps me on track very easily. 2 hours a week. What's your excuse? If you're wasting time instead of doing these things, you're only wasting more and more time, and it's creating the habit of wasting time. Your life gets worse. Okay, I don't talk about fitness all the time, only when I'm on camera, when I'm on Instagram, sure. But when I'm with my family, when I'm with my friends, it comes up every now and then. If anybody needs advice and stuff, I'm there. But the point is there are some people out there who all they do is talk about lifting weights. Imagine your life purpose is to get as low body fat as possible, as much muscle as possible. Sure, it sounds cool, it looks cool, but is it really that fun? Is it really the best life? No judgment to you if that's how you want to live your life. But there's a lot more to it from what I found. Clearly this has gotten into a much deeper topic today. A lot of a deeper talk, right? But that's the whole purpose. Fitness should enhance your life. It should not take away from it. It should not take over your life. You should be able to go out with your friends and have the mentality that, look, My priority here is to enjoy myself, but I'm not removing fitness off the priority list. I'm still gonna keep it in the back of my mind. Every decision I make, it's still thought through to help me reach my goals on that end, because it's gonna help me reach my goals on this end and that end. Why is it that people think they can have a life or reach goals? The purpose is to do both. And that's what I'm here to remind you of in today's video. Don't make the mistakes I made. I hope you guys found this one helpful. Any questions or comments that you have about this topic, let me know what you think about it in the description below or in the comments below. I'd love to know your thoughts on this, and I hope you guys found it insightful, because the last thing I want you to do is bring Tupperware to your Christmas. And a lot of people may not do it. And I do say sometimes, you know what, I did whatever I had to do to achieve this goal, because it shows that no matter what, I was willing to sacrifice for it. But in the end, it turns out I didn't have to. And I probably would have gotten to my goal just as fast, maybe even faster, less slip-ups along the way, less mental issues that could have held me back from my physical goals if I had just allowed fitness to enhance my life and not let it take over. So again, hope you found it helpful. Let me know what your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like it if you did, dislike if you want me to roast your ass. Share with your friends, share with anybody who needs to see this. Thanks for watching as always, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. I'm out.